views and opinions expressed in the following program are those of the hosts and guests, and not necessarily those of the staff and management of WWDB-TV.
Hello, and welcome to Let's Talk Football with Rick and Jack. We're excited about this week's picks. Last week we went pretty well. We had a couple games that we thought would be winners, and we were right on them. And hopefully you're, taking these picks serious that we come in with. It's as good as anybody out there. NFL is tough right now. Some of the teams that were playing average are starting to play pretty well. Some of the teams that we thought were going to be pretty good have not been playing as well. So overall, we have Seattle coming back and playing this week, who I really like, and the Steelers are just playing unbelievably well, though they have a few injuries on defense. And we got our friends with the Titans looking very good.
Very good.
By the way, welcome.
Welcome.
How was your week of football? NFL? Did you win fantasy football?
Squeaked out a win.
Squeaked out a win, man. You're making nothing but money on fantasy.
No, not yet. It's a
NFL
long road. It's a long
NFL
road.
picks, we're good on some of the main ones we pick. Our main games we do very, very well. The games of the week for many weeks now have been correct, which is great. The little trivial games, some of these games.
Surprised they're even on.
You don't even want to pick them, but we do it anyways. But, really key on the games that we, the big games that we like. So going into this week, we got a Thursday night game this week. Another one.
Finally. Oh, so this is another week you might win. You might lose on Thursday night.
I haven't won on Thursday night. Hey, I have. You're mean. He's being mean to me, folks. He's right. Don't follow me on Thursday night football. I've lost every week of Thursday night football. This week, we got the Eagles against the Giants. The Eagles at home, given 3.5.
Are you taking it?
I'm going with the Eagles. I think they're going to break out this week.
I'm
and
going
play a
with
good game.
I'm going with the Giants.
Okay, I'll take the Eagles. One of the things I want to say that they had a chance to win that game last week, but they got so far behind that, to come roaring back when the other team's falling asleep and got their third string in there. I mean, they lost 30-28, but they look good in the fourth quarter. But what do you do in the rest of the game? And again,
Are they going to carry over?
That's a team that should be better than they are, and their defense has been very disappointing, like many in the NFL.
Lackluster at best.
NFL defenses are so disappointing, so disappointing. Anyways, let's get to the real meat of the games, and starting with the early games on Sunday, we got the Bengals at home against the Browns. Bengals at home against the Browns.
Oh, I'm going Bengals.
You're going Bengals?
Absolutely. With that turmoil in
man, come on.
in Cleveland? Are you crazy?
I'll take the Browns all day. We differ on 2 games already. I love it. Let's get a bet in this week. Let's go down to the sports book and make some bets and see who comes away with We're going to have a contest with all of our viewers. And we'll meet you down at a sports book of your choice. Just check in with us. We'll come up with some place. We'll meet. And we'll play some games on a Sunday and sit there and have a hot dog and a beer and have some fun watching football all day. I'd love to do that with you viewers. And you get to meet us and meet Jack and myself and tell us how ignorant we are about picking games and how many winners we've really had for you and how many winners you have. But take us up on that. We'd love to meet you one Sunday down at a sports book, any sports book. Or we can go to 3 or 4. Anyways, you're going to go with the Bengals.
Those sports books serve crow? Because you're going to be eating crow.
Serve crow? I'll bring my crow on the barbecue. We'll sit in the parking lot and tailgate before the game start. Down in wherever you want to go, the Red Rock, or those are pretty good casinos. Suncoast, or wherever you want to go. But listen, take us up on it. And tell your friends about our show and subscribe and say you like, and give us a little love here. We're trying hard, man. We've given out some great games. But love to meet a bunch of you, really. Take us up on it. Get us at one of our cell phones. I'm 702-378-3374. I know I'm taking a risk by doing that, particularly if I have a bad week of games. But 702-378-3374. You can give me your email, whatever you want. But that's my cell phone. Text me. Text me right now. I'll see it after the show. But love to meet a lot of you, so come on. Get on board with us. This is as good as any show out there. They're paying those guys a whole lot of money at ESPN to be average. Especially Scott Van Pelt. Bad beats. He's got him every week. He's not doing well. Him and his sidekick there. Anyways, we love our show. Follow us. Like us. Subscribe to us.
Cowboys and Washington football team. Who you going with?
I'm going to go with the Cowboys to wake up. The
You're
Browns.
gonna go with the Cowboys after.
After
Folks, you have to
they
watch
heard
our.
me.
You have to watch our other show.
Our sports show.
That's
up to.
He was the get off my lawn. He went on a good 2-minute rant about getting off my lawn about the Dallas Cowboy, and now you're gonna pick them to win?
Absolutely. I know they're going to wake up. There are many people that have challenged the Cowboys to wake up. A lot of their fans, a lot of the prognosticators, a lot of people out there, the analysts, the ESPN guys. This show, NFL with Rick and Jack, I was on them. Watch our other show, the sports show, and see what I think about the Cowboys. And I think so much of them still that they're going to win this week. Take the Cowboys in the points. That's my game of the week. My game of the week, the Cowboys, for all you Cowboy fans. Again, get a hold of us.
It's a division game, so it's going to be a closer game.
I'll take that one. I'll take that 1 point, and I'm going to take the Cowboys game of the week. I'm taking it.
Unfortunately, I have to take the Cowboys because that's who I think is going to win. I just think.
I thought you said you were going to take Washington football.
No, I don't think they're ready.
You're
yet.
going with me?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm jinxing you.
Lions and Falcons.
Oh my God. Falcons -3.
I'll take the Falcons and the -3. I'm just not a fan of the Lions organization.
You know what?
And Matt
The Falcons are at home and they're improving every week. They've lost some tough games. They've had some tough losses, and they're not that bad of a team. They're average, but they're better than their record. I'm going to go with the Falcons with you.
And then, this should be a good one. Panthers and Saints.
Yeah, I like the Saints because they had a week off. They had a chance to get themselves together, get some injuries healed. Talk about the poor offensive performances they've been having, and they keep bringing in guys at quarterback that don't belong there. Leave Breeze in for the whole game. Don't be subbing out and bringing in guys that are playing very poor. I'm definitely going to go with the Saints, and I'm going to give that 7 points, even though Teddy Bridgewater, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of that Panther team because that's a team that works hard. They're overachievers. Plus, they got, Matt Rule, college coach. He's got the rah spirit, and they have that at the Panthers. But I'm going to have to take the Saints. You too?
No, I'm taking Panthers.
I
just like the fact
that.
Well,
last week we agreed on everything. And this
close.
week, almost nothing.
Yay. So
last week I took your Jets as a token.
And I told you
not
to.
I put the olive branch out there to be nice to your team.
No olive branch. Nope.
No, I was trying to be a good guy here. I didn't want to.
They need to be a good. You want to be a good guy, but they have to want to be a good team, and they're not. They don't want to be a good team. See, now I'm the get off my lawn guy right now. Don't get me talking about the Jets. Okay, next one.
We already talked about the Jets.
You're
going to talk about the Jets right now.
And Bills.
So you're going to take them in 13 points against the Bills at home?
I'll take the Bills all day long.
The Bills have lost 2 in a row. My great Bills that I bragged about all year.
Josh Allen's going to show up this weekend.
I think they've played a couple tough games. The Bills really showed us where they belong. They're not a great team. They were undefeated for a minute, but now they lost 2 in a row. I think they're a good team. They got a good chance to win that division. So I don't know. Hey, Miami's got a good chance to win a division. How about that change at quarterback? Woo! You got to have some kind of guts to make that change, but we'll talk about it when we get to the game. Anyways, you're going with the Jets, right?
Yes.
And you're taking.
No. Ooh, you almost got me.
You're going to give 13 in the.
Absolutely.
Okay.
They might lose by 20.
I'm with you. I give the same recital that I gave on my sports show about Dallas and their ineptness. I give the same. I got the same words for the Jets. Just switch out the name of the teams. Jets, Dallas, they both suck. But I'm going to go with Dallas. Imagine that.
Bills or?
No, I'm talking about going back when you got on me about you get on the Cowboys that much and you still pick them. So that came back in my mind. But anyways, we both going with the Bills. How about the Texans? Oh, Packers at Texans. -3.5. Is the great Aaron Rodgers going to do his body thrust for us?
Yeah, he's going to. Hey, Magic Mike.
Hey, come on, man. Aaron Rodgers. Come on. Again, you can see that on our sports show. The segment on it. Come on, Aaron Rodgers.
He wasn't
Stop
happy that he saw Aaron Rodgers' magic Packer, I guess.
That was embarrassing, man. That was embarrassing.
I don't think he's going to have 2 consecutive bad games. I'm going to go with the Packers.
Oh, good for you. I'm definitely going to go with the Texans. I think that they're going to improve. They almost won against Tennessee. That was a tough loss in overtime. And, you know, when the game was on the line, Tennessee went and took it. But, you know, it's I'm definitely going to go with the Texans and I'm going to take the 3.5 points. So you like the Packers. How about this Cardinals game with the Seahawks? What's the odds there?
Oh.
They're not listed.
No.
Anyways, they don't have the odds listed here on that game. And look at your local listings. You can figure it out. But no matter what the odds are, I'm taking the Seahawks.
I'm taking Seahawks.
It can't be a lot at Cardinals, but they didn't list them, so we don't have that one. But again, look it up. I don't want to get into my phone right now in the middle of our wonderful show here. On to the next.
Niners, Patriots.
Ooh.
Niners.
I'm going Niners all day long. That's an improving football
Jimmy G
team.
going back to.
Woo! See his friends at the Pats.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick will have a little something stirred up for him because Belichick knows Jimmy G very well. Jimmy G looked good this week, Mr. Garoppolo.
Well, Jimmy G's who he really wants to be.
And I was thinking, not that, you know, I'm not into that man thing, but he probably like most good-looking guy in the NFL, ain't he?
Tom Brady.
The best-looking dude.
After
No,
Tom
Brady's
Brady.
no.
Oh, come on, man.
Jimmy G, I mean, he must get 1 million women after him every day, that guy. Anyways, you're going to go with the Niners?
Yes.
And so am I. Broncos hosting the unbelievable Chiefs who can't beat the Raiders. Good for you, Raiders. Only team to beat the Chiefs and really played great against them.
And this is a division game, so but I'm going to go with the Chiefs.
You're giving 9.5 at Broncos up in the Mile High, where that breathing is tough. But field goals go forever. You can hit those 60-yard field goals.
The Broncos are going to have to score more than what? How much?
The Broncos are improving.
They scored 18 points last week.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
They didn't beat any.
You need more than that to beat the Chiefs.
I'm with you.
So they need to get their offense in line first before anything. Surprisingly, the defense showed up last week despite not having a Von Miller for the rest for the season. Chiefs.
Chiefs?
Yep.
Okay. I agree with you.
And
9.5.
And they have a new running back too, and with the Chiefs.
Well, you know, I was thinking about that kid from LSU, Hilaire, has been so good. He's had such a great year, and I thought, what must be in his mind when they go and bring in Le'Veon Bell, and now Bell is going to be there. But I'm going to tell you this: watch how many passes Bell catches. He's really a better pass catcher, a better receiver than he is a running back, and that's how they used him in Pittsburgh. He had some great years there as a receiver. And, you know, he ran pretty good, but he's a better receiver. You watch, they're going to throw him those passes out of the backfield, over the middle, those little hooks. They're going to bring him in and pass to him a lot. He's going to be in on passing downs, and I believe Hilaire is going to be the one running the football because he's a really good running back.
He is. And
I love that kid. I mean, I was shocked that he was he was the last draft pick in the first round, and I told people, I think he's the best. I watch a lot of college football, and last year I thought he was the best running back. I thought he was the best running back in college football, and I was shocked that he got drafted right at the end, the last pick in the first round by the Chiefs, and I said the Chiefs stole that kid, and he's proven it. He's proven it. He's a very good running back.
When it comes to running backs, and draft, their stocks are not high because of the wear and tear on their bodies.
Oh, they don't last 5 years anymore. It's a tough game. Guys like Gore and Adrian Peterson that are still playing, God, what they must condition the hell out of their bodies.
Yes, that's all it is, and but eventually they're gonna pay. They're gonna pay for it.
Yeah.
Years later, you know, whether or not it's can't walk, knee surgery, hip surgery.
Yeah. You know, it's crazy to me, and you know, we're going to take a break right here because I want to really get in depth to the next couple games coming up because there's some really good games. Buccaneers and Raiders. I want to talk a little bit about that. Sunday Night Football, and I want to talk about the Steelers Titans. So right now we're going to take a break. Come back, we're going to give you a couple great picks. These are really the big games of the week, and we're going to have a lot of good information for you on our couple of games that we really like this week. I'm going to really challenge you on this one. So give us a couple minutes. We're going to break now. See you after the break with some great picks.
Crazy Terry here with your car care tip of the day. So it's not a bad idea every now and then to check your battery. If you don't know how to do it, have somebody check it for you. Just a visual inspection can tell you a lot about your battery. So as we can see here, this battery's got a hold down. It's nice and tight. The cables are on. They don't look bad. We've got a cover. We don't see any corrosion. Everything's kind of tight, looking good. A little bit of dirt, that's normal, but nothing's leaking, no real cause for alarm here. So that's a good sign. Doesn't mean it's good, but at least visually we know that it's intact. Okay, so we're looking at a battery here that shows signs of corrosion. We want to test that battery to make sure it's good. Usually when they're getting like this, there's going to be a problem, leaking some acid at the top. We ran the test and we find out it has 396 cold cranking amps, but the battery requires 650. So it's just not enough. The battery is going to go soon. Better to know now than later. Okay, so the benefits of checking the cable is because this cable's rotted out. What we'll find is this is the problem, not the battery. So it'll save you from buying a battery, still having the no start, only to find out that it's a cable. This type of corrosion is common in diesels. Okay, so we're getting ready to jump the car, but we have to have some battery cables. And we have to check those too before we hook them up to the battery. So here we have our standard set of battery cables. We just look them over, see if the ends are frayed, if everything's connected all right. Everything looks good here. Wouldn't hurt to check the rest of the cable just to make sure the dog didn't get it and chew it up. We have red and black. Red's positive, black's negative. You always want to hook the positive up first and then the negative. And I'll show you how that's done right now. Keep these off to the side so they're not touching each other. Hook up your positive. You can find that right here by the plus sign, the negative sign. Plus is positive, red. Make sure that's securely hooked up. Keeping these away from each other. Hook up your negative cable. Just got to fight it on there. Figure out a way to get it. Wiggle it a little bit so it ensures a good connection. Now you're transferring voltage. If I hit these two together, we're going to spark. Kind of want to avoid that. Won't kill you. Kind of fun. A lot of people think if they can turn the headlights on, the battery's fine. That's not always the case. It takes very little amperage to turn a light on, but it takes a lot of amperage to start the starter. I recommend checking the charging system every oil change. At Sun Valley Automotive, there's never a charge for that. This is Crazy Terry with your car care tip of the day.
Hello. Thanks for waiting on us after the break. We wanted to take a little break to get our thoughts together about some of these games that we got coming up and we want to talk about. And well, as you know, we went through some games and some of the things we think about. Had a couple picks of the week, but now let's really get into the meat of these games that are coming up. I mean, Raiders, Sunday night football versus Tom Brady, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, at our new fabulous stadium, Alliance Stadium. Buccaneers favored by 3 at Raiders. Raiders coming off of a break.
2 weeks of prep.
2 weeks of prep and get healthy. Get some of these guys that are beat up healthy. What you think, man? This is a great game.
Yeah, I'm going.
This is a great Sunday night game for all you Raider fans. I'll see you down at the parking lot. We could tailgate down there. They didn't say we couldn't go in the parking lot and tailgate. So, you know, if you want to meet, let me know. I'll be there. We'll be there.
So are you picking
We'll bring
the Raiders?
the refreshments.
Are you picking the Raiders since you're going to tailgate
Oh,
with the
man,
fans?
now this is why I wanted to talk about this after the break because
I'm picking the Raiders,
This
but
is
I'm not
tough.
going to pick go
you're
against
taking the
them.
Raiders.
Absolutely.
Man, the way they looked, the way they threw that football against Kansas City, I mean, they looked like the best team in the NFL, and they were playing great defense. You know, 2 weeks, John Gruden put something together for Tom Brady and put a great defensive plan together. I'm going to take the Buccaneers. I like controversy. Hey, I like controversy. Tell me what you think. Let's meet down at the parking lot over there and then tailgate. I'll bring the refreshments. You bring the barbecues, and I'll bring the crow to eat crow.
Yeah.
All you Raider
And
fans,
please
come on.
let them eat crow
like our
because-
show, subscribe to our show, follow our show. We'd love to come out and meet you. That again, I offered that on our sports show. I'd love to meet some of the fans. I'd love to come and meet you at the ball game. I really would. And let us know. But just to make it lively and happy, my good friend Jack, he's going to be the homer. He's going to go with the Raiders. Homer! You're going to be a homer on this show, and you don't want to, if you see a Raider fan in the store and they see you, they're going to pat you on the back. They're going to hit me over the head with
which you'll deserve if we're going against
with an ice cream sandwich or something. But which I don't deserve. Come on, everybody's got their opinion.
You're always going against the Raiders.
You know
always.
what?
Of course you deserve
the
it.
The Buccaneers are starting to play ball. I'm going with
so are the Raiders.
And I'm taking 3. Okay.
All right.
You want a side bet on that one?
No.
Okay, God darn it. Okay, now we really got a game. 2 undefeateds. We love undefeateds. Steelers going into the Titans, getting 1.5 points. Remember, the Steelers' defense is hurt a little bit. Devin Bush is out, their play caller, their middle linebacker. Devin Bush is maybe their best defensive player. I don't know. Bud Dupree's pretty good. The other Watt brother, the better brother, J.J. Watt's brother, is better than him at this point in their careers. T.J., thank you. I wanted to see if you were paying attention. T.J. Watt.
So
they got good, and he and Bud Dupree, that guy Tuitt. I mean, these guys are good ball players. I really like that Steeler defense, but the Titans are playing great defense. They got an incredible coach. They say he's the best in the NFL. I love Mike Vrabel. What a creative guy, and his players love him.
And he knows the rules.
Oh well, I saw him use the rules last year to their advantage, and he did it again.
They're gonna change, and they changed the rules last year based on what he did.
Yeah.
They changed it, and you think they might do it at the end of this season too.
Sharp guy.
And they also had this
great football player.
They had a slow running back there too.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
You mean Derrick Henry, that guy who said that outran was a 96-yard touchdown, outran the defensive backs.
And said he was
slow. Oh my God.
Yeah, I could have ran faster. But
hey, what is he? 6'2", 240?
Yes, he was going like 21 miles an hour.
He said he was slow. Can you imagine that, folks?
Can you imagine if he thinks he's?
I can't walk 1 mile an hour. I mean, come on. I mean, did you see? I couldn't believe it. The distance that he was getting, I couldn't believe. I really couldn't believe that they caught him, that they couldn't catch him. I thought they were going to catch him. He's going to get caught. He's going to get caught. He's going to get caught.
Or he's going to slow down because he's going to get winded. Nope.
Man, what a running back. You think Pittsburgh is going to be able to hang in that game with them? And Tannehill's playing so well. What a rebirth after getting booed and booted out of Miami. What a guy, man. What a guy.
Sometimes just a different system and culture can make a difference.
Many times. It's going to help Le'Veon Bell, believe me.
So I'm going to go with the Titans. I like how
the Titans that continue undefeated. We got 3 undefeated teams. Seattle, Titans, and Steelers. Who's going to be the team that's going to continue undefeated?
Seattle and Titans.
Yeah, probably so. I'm going to go with the Steelers and give 1.5 points. That's a tough one. Titans at home, that might be the difference maker. Titans are just, every time somebody doubts them, they keep winning.
Yeah, so
they won 11 out of 12 games. People don't realize they have the best record in the NFL.
So
they won 11 out of 12 games.
So I can win.
Them in Kansas City.
Doubt them.
I'm going to go with the Steelers. I like that defense. I like Dupree out there on the edge, man. He's good. Bud Dupree. Watch that kid. You watch Bud Dupree?
Dupree.
Number 48, beast. T.J. Watt, beast. That's a good team. And they got some good DBs. I'm going to take the Steelers. That's a tough one.
Jaguars.
I changed my mind, by the way. I originally had Titans. Since you took the Titans, I took the Steelers.
Okay.
I want action. We got a lot of difference this week.
One of us is going to eat crow.
You all going to follow Rick or Jack this week, and we'll see how it turns out, because if you follow Jack and he loses, I'll be a bragging winner. I definitely will be braggadocious. But he won't, because he's much more humble than me. Much more humble. He's a good dude. He's a good dude.
I'm not going to be that humble.
Okay. Well, we'll have something to talk about on our NFL show next week. Again, let us know what you think. Love to hang out with you at the Raider game. Like us, follow us, subscribe to us. On Sunday.
We have Sunday.
The last Sunday game.
Oh no, it's
Chargers and Jags. The Chargers, woo, minus 8.5 at home.
I'll take the Chargers.
I'll take the Chargers. That was easy. We'll both take the Chargers. I think they're going to finally get a win, and I think Herbert's going to have a great game against the Jags. The Jags and Minshew, that guy, you know, he was the next coming. They thought he hasn't played for anything this year. And Gardner Minshew, I thought he was a pretty good quarterback at Washington State, but not great enough to be a great NFL quarterback. I'll stand by that. I don't think he's ever going to be a great NFL quarterback, just like I don't think Sam Darnold is ever going to be a great NFL quarterback. But, you know, we all have our opinions, and I'll be happy to accept yours and yours. And I don't think Minshew's any good. I mean, hey, listen, he made it to the NFL. He's good. He went a lot further than I ever went. But
with Minshew,
we got to talk reality.
They have
they have what?
Film. So eventually,
well, that's what happened.
Eventually, enough film.
What do we always say? In the NFL, they watch a lot of film. They know every tendency. They know your tendencies, and it's a great quarterback that adjusts once they understand your tendencies. That's why Brady lasted so long. That's why Breeze lasted so long. They thought bring pressure up the middle of Breeze because he's so short. He moved around out of the pocket, and he got around it. Is Minshew going to adjust? I don't think so. I don't think he's that good. I think he believes his hype. In our last game of the week, Monday Night Football.
Monday Night Football.
There's no Sunday Night Football this week.
Yeah, there is. It's the
Where is it?
It's the Raiders Bucks.
Oh, Sunday night. They moved it up. Yeah. Why are they showing? Yeah. Why are they doing that? They put a 10 a.m. game and a 1:25 game behind a 5:20 game. Of course, the Raiders are on Sunday night. We talked about it. Monday night, 5:15.
Rams.
Local time. Rams, Bears. Rams minus 5.5.
I'll take the Rams.
Wow. That's another. I told you after the break we'd have some interesting games. I'm going to go with the Bears. I'm going to take the Bears. I think they're improving. What's the Bears' record? They've lost one game. People don't realize that they keep winning games. The Bears continue to win football games. They've had one loss.
And despite that, they're on their second quarterback.
Well, their second quarterback is the guy they always wanted to play. Let's be honest. You know, it's just like Tua in Miami. I was shocked that they made that change to him, and that you know that was their intention from the beginning. I mean, they have had great quarterback play.
Okay.
The old man with the big long beard.
Yes, and he's a great quarterback.
And the players love him.
They love him, but remember at the beginning of the season, what did I say? The reason why he's not playing is because he's not fully healed. He needed the time, and now is the time, and it's like right on time when they put him in, because it's a 10-month recovery. Yeah. This is the 10-month of the recovery, and that's why he's in there. You heard it here first. I think Fitzpatrick has earned the right to continue. No. They're a winning football team. They're playing great football. Absolutely. To bring a rookie in, after the break, and again, they're going to give him 2 weeks, which was smart. But I do not agree. I do not agree with that move. I think Fitzpatrick has the locker room. They love him. The kid, he's good. He had some great games and a great career at Alabama. But I still believe that Fitzpatrick is the guy for the job, and I think eventually Tua is going to make enough mistakes that Fitzpatrick's going to be back in there. And by the way, good for Fitzpatrick for being such a leader and embracing what happened and embracing the fact that it's about team and being a man. I like that guy. He's a great leader. The players love him. He's an overachiever. Ryan Fitzpatrick is a real dude, man. That's a real dude in the NFL. And he's a journeyman, too.
But he's played great. Come on. I understand if he had a bad game and they had lost their last game, take him out of the mix. I absolutely disagree with that decision. 100%. And I absolutely disagree.
And I disagree with you.
And that's good. I like that. That's fine.
The reason why Fitzpatrick came there, he was basically keeping the starting position warm until Tua was until he recovered enough to be able to be out there and play. So he knew the position that he was in, and he's fulfilling it, and he's going to be a mentor to Tua in his development on the field. So he knows it was coming. It wasn't a surprise. It wasn't like he did all of a sudden they just threw him out there. It was going to happen. And you saw when Tua came on the field, how they embraced him.
Yeah,
and
the game was over. Come on, that kid comes. No, he loved it. You know,
he was
I
telling
saw
the crowd to give him a standing ovation.
I just said
Kudos
Fitzpatrick's a real NFL dude. I mean, he's not a foo-foo, you know, I'm an NFL pro, kiss my ass type of guy. He's a great dude. And by the way, so you're saying he could keep the position warm. How about he made the position hot? And in making the position hot, he deserves another, at least 1 or 2, 3 more games until, hey, I agree with the talent of the young man. I agree that he's their future. I agree with all of that. But Fitzpatrick did nothing to lose that job at this point in the season. That's my opinion, and that's where I'll stand. And I respect your opinion, but I think Fitzpatrick got a real bad deal on this thing. I think he got a bad deal.
I disagree. It's just the right timing, right before the bye week. So he has 2 weeks of 2 weeks of getting really acclimated and running actual reps.
Well, that was a good move.
One. So, but if Fitzpatrick knew that time was coming, and the time is here.
Okay.
And he embraced it. Whether or not he was winning or losing, Tua was not going to be on that field until now. It was already on the schedule. Winning or losing, Fitzpatrick could have been throwing 20 interceptions. Tua was not going to be on that field until now, until they know he's fully healed, because they are putting the investment in him. And part of that investment is to make sure that Ryan Fitzpatrick is going to be right there on the sideline with him, helping him being a good mentor to him moving forward. And that's to give them a great, easy transition.
Okay, well, do you know anybody in the NFL or in sports, in your days in sports, that wanted to be second string? Did you know anybody that, I mean, you think behind closed doors with his wife and kids, he tells them he got a bad deal? You think he tells his family, Ryan Fitzpatrick tells his family he got a bad deal?
No.
Do you know anybody who likes to be second string?
Sometimes
I know. I
didn't
play to be second string.
Sometimes you got to be a role player, and his role was to keep that warm.
Okay, but we'll go with that. And you know what the great thing about it is? We're going to find out what happens the rest of the year. So that'll be fun to talk about. I like ending a show like this on some lively talk and action. And, you know, it's good to disagree, and that's what these shows are about. You can't agree on everything, but this week in the NFL, we really have a lot of differences. And next week's show is going to be lively, and we are going to have that crow right there in the middle. You know, I've been giving the crow a break, but somebody's going to eat serious crow. I'm bringing the barbecue, and we're going to start barbecuing. But anyways, I love the action this week. I love the prognostication about these shows and the picks and what we did. Thanks a lot for your input. It was fun debating all this. Have a great week. Good luck with your fantasy football. We don't have much time to talk about that this week, but I know what your guys' fantasy football is. He won last week, and he does very well with it. We'll talk a little more fantasy next week, but this was such a lively show that we talked about games. But thanks for viewing. Continue to watch us. As we said, join, follow us, like what we do, subscribe. Be part of the network here. It's a great network, WWDBTV. Mr. John Stiles produces all these great shows, and we appreciate that. They are great shows.
Producer extraordinaire.
Yes, sir, Mr. John Stiles. Anyways, God bless. Please watch us, comment. If you want to meet down at the Raider parking lot at the Lions Stadium this week and have a beer, I'll pay for it. Anyways, have a great week. Good luck. Good luck to the Raiders. I'm always for the Raiders, but you know, I got to do what I do here to keep it lively and controversial. Thanks a lot. God bless. We'll talk to you soon. Thanks for your great input on this show, and always great seeing you. And let's have a great Sunday and Monday. God bless. Thank you all for following. Talk to you soon.